You're still watching Newsday here on Arise News. Thank you for staying with us. Ahead of the Udoh governorship poll, the Independent National Electoral Commission on Friday urged political parties to work within the timeline for the nomination of candidates. The INEC National Commissioner and Chairman, Information and Voter Education Committee, Sam Olumekun, made this known in a statement where he noted that as provided by the timetable and schedule of activities for the forthcoming off-cycle Edo State governorship election, the deadline for the conduct of primaries by political parties expired on February 24, 2024. The Edo governorship is expected to hold on September 21st this year. To speak on the build-up to the governorship elections in the state and his ambition and plans for the state, we're now being joined by the governorship candidate of the African Action Congress in Edo State, Oberaifo Udoh. Good afternoon, and thank you for being here on Newsday.
Yes, good afternoon, and thank you so much for hosting me too.
Okay, so, the primaries have ended. You're now a candidate of the ACC. Can you tell us more about the process that led to your emergence as the flag bearer of the party?
Good day, listeners and viewers. Not candidate of the ACC, AAC, the African AAC. Action Congress. Okay. My name is Oberaifo Udoh, from the largely marginalized tribe of Isan in Edo State. It's an honor to be here. As a dedicated servant, my journey has been one that has been defined by my commitment to progress and the development of my beloved Edo State, and with a background in entrepreneurship, tech, innovation, and digital transformation, as an MSME growth enabler, I have been able to, garner enough experience, invaluable insights into governance, as well as the yearnings of my people. And thus, I made this declaration and shared my vision that is built on true leadership, inclusivity, and transparency. And I am committed to this cause to harness the will and the ingenuity of my people for the prosperity of Edo State and a brighter future. And the process that brought me into this, or that gave me this mandate, it was quite a rigorous and transparent process. My party, African Action Congress, is one that is committed to democracy, committed to progress and transparency. And across board, I engaged all stakeholders, and I want to thank the party leadership and all stakeholders involved. We have been able to, understanding that politics or elections are won at the grassroots, we have been able to engage all persons involved at the grassroots across all 192 wards. And I shared my vision with them, and they keyed into the vision, believing in all what we plan to do for our state, and of course, they gave me this mandate to represent or be the flag bearer of the party for the forthcoming elections.
Well, but you seem to be relatively new, in the phrase. So I'm wondering, how would you assess your chances of competing in the midst of such political giants like the APC, the PDP, and even the Labour Party?
First of all, I want to correct an impression. I am not new to the political space. I am new to contesting elective positions. So I have been committed to the progress of my state, of people. I'm a people's person, and global humanity. And I've done all that is needed across board at the back end to support, this growth of our country, of our state, and our people. However, it was the right time to make this call, right, to ensure that the right things are done, and we made that decision. And secondly, talking about the fact that there are giants, I don't think there are giants anywhere. We only have people who have sabotaged the system, who have stolen our commonwealth, people who have rigged the system against the people of Nigeria, and then project themselves with that stolen commonwealth as giants. And these same people continue to, flaunt themselves around. As a matter of fact, true leadership is inborn, is inherent, but of course power.
Sorry, let me interrupt you. You know, you have said what you think is at play in Edo State.
Yes.
So how do you intend to dismantle that structure since you are contesting now?
Yes, first of all, I built my vision for the state on the manifesto of the party. The party is not just a party, political party. It is a movement, right? And I am enjoining all and sundry to join this movement that I've been fighting and yearning for a transformative change for Edo people and Nigerians at large. However, the pillars of the vision, my vision for Edo people, is built on 4 different pillars, rather. One of them is security, is peace, and justice for all. What that means is that when there is security, then there will be peace and there is justice. Security basically does not necessarily mean safety of people. No, it also means that financial security, transparency, accountability. When the people trust you, when businesses trust you, right, they'll be able to pay their taxes. When the people trust you, when the government gives an instruction, they will listen to their lead. But when there is a disconnect, when the people don't trust you, that is when you see chaos, you know, everywhere. And the second one is a green economy for all people, which basically talks about innovation, infrastructural development across all sectors, the tourism, education, healthcare, entertainment, and all what have you. The third one is social policy for a just society. Today, Edo youths all over the world, they are scattered all over the place. In fact, Nigerian youths, you know, the Japa syndrome, they are all over the place. Some working 2-3 jobs in diaspora just to earn a living. Majority of these people would have loved to be home to enjoy the good of their land, but unfortunately, the system is such that have, you know, chased them out of their, you know, home. So when the social policy, when we ensure that the right policies are in place, it will ensure youth aggregation. Youths come back to Nigeria. Just like me, I'm one of those people who decided not to leave Nigeria, but to stay back and fight for the development of, you know, our place. A lot of them would like to come back, would like to be here. So inclusion of these youth, ensuring policies that ensure inclusion of these youth, and also women. We always talk about the fact that women are not being included in governance. And not until we pay attention to that and balance what I would call the positive and the negative energy, right? It's not just saying 60-40, women should take 40%. No, women are even supposed to be more. That is what the universal standard is supposed to be. Then you have a balanced society. 1.6 is the ratio, right? But that is not it. But the manifesto of the party have ensured that they encourage young people, because politics is quite expensive, you know, going into politics and all of that. It is what the system, this is the way the system have been rigged. But AAC as a party have ensured that young people, women can get involved. They can contest for elective positions. They can be voted for, right? So it is the alternative party, as we call it, and it is what it is for women and for youth.
All right, then, because we are running out of time, I want to just switch up the conversation very quickly.
All right.
You know, as a tech leader and business consultant yourself, I would like to know what your solution would be to the current Forex crisis and the troubling issues between Binance, FinTech, and NG, and even with the backdrop of that, with the increase of interest rates to 22.5%. What are your thoughts?
Well, yes. You know, I would like to expatiate a bit on this. Well, you know, the problem we're facing is that as a nation, is unfortunate there's a disconnect between the people and the government. Of course, that's why there are protests and all of that all over the place, right? So the world is going through a phase, and that phase I will call the digital era, right? And it was ushered in immediately after COVID. We'll notice that immediately after COVID, there was the, you know, the full-blown artificial intelligence and all of that. Everything is going digital. And of course, our banking system is going digital. About 100 years ago, immediately after the First World War, right, there was a banking revolution, just before the First World War, rather, when America was, Federal Reserve Act was reached, I think, December 23, 1913, before the First World War, 1914. You see, that brought in the banking system and the management or control of the banking system, where we had the JP Chase Morgan, the Abbey Bank, which later became Santander, and that's till now have become the system. Before then, there was about 100 years before when we had the Industrial Revolution sector, right, where there was an industrial revolution where humans began to understand that they started making small tools to make clothes and all that. But let me take us to where I'm heading to. I'm basically saying all of these changes in the world history, which is always about 1 to 150 years, right? Another change is happening right now, and that is the era of technology. And this revolution is going to go across not just economy, business, but even politics. So that means the people championing this, or is going to make this change across the world, is the youths, the women, and technology. These are the, the major pillars of this revolution. So it is important that the government, first of all, understand what is going on. There is a change. Engage the key stakeholders. Clamping down on them, I don't think that is the solution. Rather, you engage the key stakeholders, meet them at, find a middle ground. Okay, because you can't take away cryptocurrency, you can't take away digital economy, you can't take away the digital era. There's nothing you can do about it. But unfortunately, of course, you have the people in power, the baby boomers generation, who don't understand that what is going on is the way the world is expected to work. So instead of you to find a common ground, engage them and find a way to sort of, control the system, right? But that is not the case here. So I think the government would need to look inwards and have the right persons in power. When you have the right persons, people who understand this era, who understand what is going on, they will be able, not you being the organ, you don't understand what's going on, you employ young people and say, okay, what do we do about it? No, let them be there. Let the women be there. Let the youths be there, Thank you.
Very well said. Oberaifo Udoh. I hope I got that.
Yes, you did.
Governorship candidate of the African Action Congress in Edo State.
Thank you so much.
Yes, we wish you the best with the elections coming forward.
Yes, and before I call it a day, I want to thank you for hosting me. And my last few words to my people of Isa Naigbe, Isa Naimwa, Kugbe, Oleahu, and I want to greet the Oba of Benin, Monoba Nedo, and also our youth, both in Nigeria and diaspora. I will be visiting Germany, I will be visiting France, Italy, and Holland to engage all our youth across board.
Yes,
and
also,
of course.
To make sure to put an end to that Jackpot syndrome. We appreciate your time and analysis here.